Oh, hey. Ain't it right? That junk called Drop of a Coin beat by 3MG Trap.
Oh,
That's at him again.
this Asia,
Ash.
this a red.
That's his book. That's what I said. I
Hey,
like that.
he made one. So I had sent him a song, and he
Uh,
made one off a song that I like. I'm gonna
a
have to
sample.
huh?
He made a sample.
He made a sample, yes, off of the piano.
Okay.
Yeah, he
I
made a
can
sample off the piano part. It's like a little small piano
yeah.
introduction to it. And I had just randomly sent him a song.
Is
Just
he in Jackson?
I don't think so. He in I think he based out of Nashville. But
Oh,
yeah. I was like, that's Barbara right there.
that's
Look,
my book right there. That's what I
Jackson
said.
5.
That was I don't know what that was. It just called the drop of a dime. I put the link in the conversation though.
It sounds like some Jackson 5. God, it's cold as a
It
witch's kitty out here. Oh my gosh.
did.
This weather just it sends me. Like I need sun and heat all the time because why is it this fucking cold? Like it is 40 degrees.
I
It
don't
was
know
23
because
degrees.
it was summertime 3 days ago.
Man, and then it rained and it was 26 degrees last night. But then it's gonna be back 60 tomorrow. Who the fuck what
Don't
are
get
we
in the
doing?
fog.
Huh?
Don't get in the fog.
Man, listen, folks
Mm,
talking about they getting sick back from the mist.
yeah, I seen an article that was talking about that, but I didn't read it all the way thoroughly, so I'm not going to elaborate on
Yeah.
it. But it was just saying that that mist and that fog is man made.
Nanopart
Yeah,
nanoparticulates.
yeah.
Shit, we done seen the whole cloud seeding,
Oh yeah.
cloud machine.
No, NASA been making
Yeah,
clouds.
that's right. So now they probably
That's
making cloud. And then I woke up this morning. The news was on. I done fell asleep with the TV on, and the news was on talking about this is the worst flu season ever. The babies, it's all the babies are in the hospitals. Private care physicians are saying that it's a lot of babies in the hospitals,
So what do they
and
want? Let them folks have what they gonna have. If they want to watch that, and then I'm just at a point to where y'all have it.
I know, but I don't normally watch it, and it just was like fear mongering, and it
It will scare
ultimately,
the shit out of you, especially if you watch it every day.
and they were so dramatic about it too. And they were like, the children, we've never seen this many children, and they're talking about influenza A. Then they're talking about and it's a new strain that's called. Girl, I couldn't even pronounce it. I was like, who coming up with this shit? It sounded like a movie script the way they were saying it.
Yeah, I'm sure
So
we can watch one like that before.
And they were like, well, to prevent it, make sure you get your flu shots. I was like, oh, so that's what y'all was getting to. Okay. They said that so calmly and regularly, like, make sure you get your
Yeah,
flu shot.
I feel like if people want to take flu shots, take your flu shot.
Yeah, take them. But it was just crazy how the commercial was, the
That,
news was just
exactly.
dramatic.
They would try their best to
It
make.
was so dramatic. And like I woke up to it. I was like, why who is this hollering and being so loud about this?
Now, just imagine if you watched it every day, 3 times. How many times the news come on? 3 times a day. In
No,
the
in the morning,
morning,
girl,
no, in
it
the morning, midday, 5 o'clock, and at 10, or
well
all day long.
the ones at 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock only come on one time. In the morning, they play a loop of the same thing for like 3 hours straight. They started like 5 in the morning after infomercials go off, and they play that shit until like 7 or 8.
That's crazy.
Yes, it'd be the same loop.
Well, if they like it, I love it at this point.
Yeah, it just like I said, to each his own, but it just tickled me because it woke me up out of my sleep.
Do you hear me?
But yeah, okay. So you want to read one
Oh,
of
I
my notes?
can. Tonight's episode of Fuck Your Thoughts is titled Predator or Prey. And on tonight's episode of Fuck Your Thoughts, we will discuss the signs of predatory behaviors in young boys and young men. We will also discuss what predatory factors that they may face that may have played a role in their development. As always, we will talk our sass and get off task in our West Tennessee lingo.
Say now. So I have a word for the day.
Okay.
And according to Merriam-Webster, the word of the day for January the 12th, 2026 is brackish.
It's
Brackish is an adjective, and brackish meaning somewhat salty usually describes water or bodies of water such as rivers, lakes, and estuaries. How the
estuaries.
estuaries? That's it. I was like, what is this? Estuaries. Estuary.
Estuaries.
The word can also mean not appealing to taste or repulsive. The river became brackish as we approached the tide mark. Mm.
Ugh.
So I heard this word a few years ago. It was a rapper that he died a couple years ago, but he was like um his eye, he lost an eye. He was from Atlanta.
Was it
And
Fetty Wap?
huh?
Was it Fetty Wap?
No,
I
it
just said that
wasn't
because he
him.
was missing an eye too, wasn't
No,
he? Fetty Wap wasn't missing no eye.
yeah, Fetty Wap didn't have no eye, period.
Uh,
But this young guy, he had just got into his name OG Mako. That's it. OG Mako.
I ain't never
He
heard.
yes, he basically he lost an eye, and he was saying his eye he hadn't lost it yet. It was still there, but it was kind of pussing and oozing over, and he was just like, "Yeah, I think I got some brackish water in it." And I was like, "This nigga from Atlanta, he sounded so." We said brackish, it threw me. It just was like brackish. Niggas in Atlanta don't be knowing what the fuck brackish water is.
Yes,
So I
they do.
always,
It's a whole lot of intelligent people in Atlanta.
it is, but he threw me for,
All
I was
them
like,
damn colleges down there.
but I ain't never heard no rapper say brackish.
But you know what I have learned is a lot of rappers be highly intelligent, but they're paid to
To be dumb, look
promote
dumb.
demise of people.
Yes. But yeah, he ended up dying.
Did he die
But
from his brackish eye stuff?
no, so what happened with him was he started revealing what was going on in the industry.
His
And
brackish eye.
and so they targeted him. Yes. And
Mm.
he knew it. And so when he was speaking about the brackish eye, he was just saying what was going on the rap scene and how people were, coming for him because he was really supposed to blow up. Like he was really supposed to blow up. And so he ended up
I
getting
ain't never heard of him.
Huh?
I said I've never heard of him. What did he
Yeah. Oh,
sing?
the only hit they say he had was "You Guessed It." I had never heard any of his music, but somebody that I knew who he was. Yes.
Mm.
And so the news tried to play it off like he had a car accident, but he said, no, I didn't have a car accident. He said, I was somewhere and he was talking about what was going on in the industry and somehow brackish water got in my eye. So that's how I remember. So he just died in 2024 at the age of 32, 2 weeks after a self inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Mm.
Okay, say less.
And they said that it resulted from a battle with depression and a flesh eating disease that had disfigured his face. Mm,
Did it
okay.
start with the brackish eye liquid?
Yep. It started with the brackish eye, but on Google, they're saying he was in a near fatal car accident and he suffered multiple skull fractures and a broken orbital and a cracked vertebrae, and that's what causes his eye uh to be messed up. But I remember his name. He said it was brackish water. But I digress. He killed himself, so we know what that means. Okay. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
I didn't
I
even
feel
know
bad because I did not know he killed himself. I think I knew that when it happened, but now that I'm hearing it, it's making sense. These motherfuckers be cold hearted. I digress.
that. That shit crazy.
Yes.
Okay, so my card pull tonight is commitment. Bless it.
All right.
Pull from the relationship oracle uh deck with the sacred geometry. And it says the frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves in all aspects of our being and with unwavering belief. So,
Mm,
says we can feel committed to a cause, goal, person, or relationship. And when we feel committed, we feel motivated, inspired, and sure. And sure, not insure.
mm,
Focus, dedication, inspiration, responsibility, faithfulness, and loyalty are all words that have been connected to commitment. It comes from within, often as a deep feeling of wanting and even needing to accomplish something or dedicate ourselves to. And some questions, food for thought says, how do you know when you feel fully committed to a person? Where do you feel that? Do you like the idea of committing to a relationship completely? And if you feel any resistance to that idea, do you know why? For a relationship to work, does there have to be a full commitment? What does it mean to you?
mm,
Mm. And under the part where it talks about commitment and relationships, it says when two people understand that the relationship is an outward reflection of what is going on inside, they are each willing to go within first to nurture and care for their own inner balance.
mm,
That can tie back into our last episode. We was talking about uh
mhm,
infidelity and bettering yourself for
mm. Yeah.
for the sake of your relationship. But I do wanna but you can also take it and apply it to anything. So if we took it and applied it to being committed to bettering our own lives
Yeah.
or something like that, like how committed are
How
you to bettering yourself?
right? How committed are you to yourself? So what I'm
Mhm.
learning is you have to be committed to yourself first
You do.
before you can be committed to others. Because if you're
I
not
think a lot
committed
of
to
people
you,
want to commit to somebody else, and that's how you end up losing yourself.
yeah. So commitment, I think in relationships is needed. You have to have some type of commitment.
You do.
But yeah, it's a lot comes with commitment though. A whole lot that people don't
Okay.
understand.
But I don't think it's I'm gonna say if you make the decision to say I this is what I'm gonna commit myself to, I don't think it's really that hard.
Well, it's not hard, but eventually you may not want to be committed to that. So,
I mean, you're entitled to change, like we said on
Yeah,
the episode with Nick. You how you always gonna be who you are at the root
yeah,
of yourself. You grow and expand. It's like I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was talking about every single day is a new day to learn something new.
yeah.
So if I'm learning something new,
Then I might not be committed to what I used to be committed to. Like I
yeah.
might have
Or
smoke
I
weed every
mean,
day.
but all it does is give you the opportunity to have compassion and understand somebody else. So, say
Mm-hmm.
for instance, if last week I was committed to the color purple, not the movie, but the actual color or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and then this week I'm committed to the color violet, which is still purple, but it's a different shade. So
Mm-hmm.
I might say, "Oh, I'm committed to that now because I never seen this shade of purple that's called violet, but I like this better than just regular purple." I got me a new
Mm-hmm.
box of crayons. I got the 64 pack instead of the 24, and I never seen this color before. So I can still like and value the regular purple, but
Mm-hmm.
now that I seen, ooh, this is that, I can, move forward. But I think it's a little different when you're in a relationship, though. Like you
Yeah,
might,
so it's
as far
different
as
in
dealing with
relationships.
people and feelings
Yeah,
and emotions, like you can still grow and still be committed to your person. Like that's like what we was talking about, being committed to yourself. You
yeah.
still can grow and change, but you have to be in a mindset of, okay, I'm committed to, this is my person, and I'm committed to them, but I'm still going to grow as a person individually.
And I think to be committed, you have to be open
Yeah.
as well because
And
a
okay with
commitment.
change.
Every life is means change and things change, and if you're committed to something or someone, they may change, but
Yeah.
you
But if
choose
you
to
love that
to
person, you don't want
be
that person
committed.
to stay the same. Like I was listening to this older man talk one day, and he was talking about how he loved his wife through multiple aspects of her life, from
Hmm.
they first got together in their early 20s all the way up. I think they had been married like 50 years. And he was saying he
Uh-huh.
watched her go through all these different phases, but with each phase she grew and changed, but all it did was made him love her more. And that was his,
Hmm.
because he was committed to
Yeah, true.
his wife. Yeah.
To her. Well,
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of it's not funny, but it's fucked up really. A lot of people in marriages, like a lot of older people, especially women, when they get sick and they get older, their husbands leave.
Yeah, they do.
I was watching a young lady who was a nurse, I believe, and she's like, "Women, make sure that you
But
have some
but
good
she worked
friends."
in the old people home.
No, I don't know if no, no, no. This lady was in a nurse in a hospital, and she was saying
Oh,
she's seeing a lot of older women coming here and get like terminal illnesses like cancer and stuff like that. And as soon as it starts getting harder, the husbands disappear
mm-hmm.
and get divorced them. So she was just giving a word of advice. And so in London,
Friend.
she volunteered in a hospital over the summer, and she said the same thing. She said a lot of the women in there that were older were single and by themselves, and then a lot of them would come in. Their husbands left them. She said one lady told her, "Yeah, my husband left me when I got sick,"
That's good, but they do. A lot of them do because they
and
don't.
she
They
said,
don't see. They don't. And that can kind of throw us into what we about to talk about. It's predatory a little bit, because you once you don't see once they don't see her as valuable because she's sick, that she can't do anything. Then I'm on to the next.
"Yep," and she said that the men that were coming in were married and they had younger wives that made sure that everything was taken care of for them.
Mm-mm. What's that? They call them.
Not super young, like not
Oh,
like
I
on
know what you're
no
saying, like a 60-year-old dude and a 40 year
uh
old woman.
40,
Yeah.
45, and the woman still moving and
A
helping
wet
him.
nurse. No, that's breastfeeding. Damn,
uh,
what's it called? It's
Shit,
a
I don't know.
it's a
A
it's a
wife work, a
look,
wife nurse, yeah.
Cause I watched this lady on this lady, she was a I don't know if she was a nurse or a CNA, but she worked at a
Nursing home.
yes, and she would talk about how the older men would be in, and they would if they didn't have any family, a lot of them were be really really bitter
Yeah,
and
because a lot of
angry
them
and mad.
alienated their
Yeah,
families and
because you
didn't
done
take care of their
messed up with your
kids.
kids and didn't take care of them. So now you in
Mm-hmm.
there feeding for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Not
But yeah,
fiending, fiending. What
fending
else?
for yourself and you mad.
Yeah, angry.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So, predator or prey is our title. So on tonight's episode of Fuck Your Thoughts, we will discuss the signs of predatory behaviors in young boys. And did you read this already?
I did. But I was
You
gonna let
did.
you read it again.
I was like, she read this. Once I said, I thought she never read this. Oh, okay. So how we came up with this topic was I was watching a guy on TikTok, and he was saying basically telling parents that they need to talk to their daughters and make sure that you love on your daughters and give your daughters a esteem and support that they need, because a lot of these young men prey on look for certain women with certain, even at a young age they're looking for girls who come from certain situations, certain homes, certain type of homes, and they know what to look for, and they kind of they prey on them and get them to engage in sexual behavior that they
Mhm.
normally wouldn't, running trains. And so he was just basically giving a word of advice, conversations that people don't have with their daughters.
Yep. Because a
You
lot of times, like I hear and I see it a lot. Men be like, "Oh, I got to get a gun. My daughter can't date till she 36 or she because I know how niggas is." But I think that a lot of the predatory behaviors is taught.
hmm Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of times as a daddy, why don't you talk to your daughter and tell her what to look for instead of saying, because I know a lot of daddies, they'll talk to their sons, but they tell their daughters, oh, you just don't need to do that because I know what I was doing when I was their age. What does that mean?
I'm not if I don't know because I never was a boy.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what that means because I was not a boy. Exactly. Like, what does
Yeah,
that mean? So,
yeah. Show me
it was,
yeah.
yeah, explain to me, like, what do boys do? Don't just say don't talk to them, because now you telling me don't do this, don't
Yeah.
deal with them. I'm
But
finna
and
be
then
curious.
that's kind of like not that's confusing because if once you hit that a certain age and you looking at them and you like, damn, he cute. You know what I'm saying? I like boys. I get this weird feeling in my stomach when I get around this certain little boy or whatever, whatever. But my daddy said I can't talk to boys. So now I'm
Exactly.
gonna sneak and do it,
Exactly.
or that's really the only option. If
It's the
not,
only option. Yeah,
yeah.
because you're not telling me, you're not building me up and saying, hey, boys look at girls like this. This is what they
But
do.
tell you what I feel like a lot of this can be deleted is
Mhm.
if boys are raised were raised differently.
Yes. Yes.
So
That's one
instead
of,
of placing the blame on like say if you got girls, like I heard a dude say one time, that's the type of woman that if I met that type of woman out, I would have took advantage of her. And
yeah.
I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? So if you know just by based on conversation that a woman has experienced some form of trauma or some form of something that makes her more susceptible to being this type of target, why would you take advantage of it? But then be mad
Mm-hmm.
if somebody did it to your daughter.
Right.
So I feel like
Exactly.
the only way those things that type of mindset can be. I'm not saying don't hold girls accountable for their own healing, but at the same time, males need to be held accountable and taught to not be a predator. Like
Right. Because
treat
instead they
somebody
teach
else's
women.
daughter the same way you would want somebody to treat yours.
Right. And what we find out is culturally they teach women, oh, you gotta do this so that a boy won't do this and that to you.
Yeah.
Just like you teach that, may say that to your daughter, say
You
that to
need
your
to teach
son.
it to your son. Teach him to value himself. That's like I watched this video, and it was a little girl. She was like 5 or 6, and three boys lured her out into a field and raped her.
Mhm.
The boys was like 8 through 12 or something like that, and the little girl, she was
Yes. And
little, 5 or 6.
she was 5 or 6, yes. And her mama was so distraught.
So
They
how do
pulled her
you
hair
where
out.
do you learn that from?
Exactly. That young of an age.
And then you would take that same little girl, and when she get, I'm not saying this is what's gonna happen to her, but usually
Mhm.
this is the next step is she gets into a phase where she's very sexually active, or that's how she shows love, or she's whatever, because of this traumatic event that has happened to her. So now for
Mhm.
like that happened, so now I don't value myself, I don't this, I don't, all the different things that come along with you having a normal upbringing where you didn't experience any trauma sexually. But
Yeah. So
who
and that's
who taught the boys to do that though?
exactly. And
Do
so
you
that's
think
what
it's something that they learned, or did it happen to them, or
exactly. So it goes deeper than just males having predatory behaviors because they learned it from somewhere,
yeah,
whether they learned it
learned
from
behavior? Nobody, I don't think anybody comes out of the womb. Well, I'm not gonna say that because people be fucked up. So, but I don't think. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't think, but it's rare, in my opinion, that somebody is born a sexual predator.
right. They may have genetic traits that are predisposed to uh
Yeah,
kind of what do they call them? Maniacal traits, if you
and
may say.
Corey voice.
Yeah, they may have maniacal, tendency predisposed to certain things, but you're not
Yeah,
coming out as a predator. And
right.
so we'll expound on that. So some of the signs, we're gonna go over some of the signs of that the guys of signs of predatory behaviors. And basically some of the things that this guy was saying that young boys look at and they learn to find this in girls early.
Mm-hmm.
As early as middle school and high school.
No, I'm
So
gonna say
elementary.
elementary school, cause
Oh
yeah.
Jesus. Oh Lord. Okay. Okay. So he was saying that a lot of these guys they prey on girls' insecurities. He was basically saying they take advantage of unprotected girls. He said
Mm-hmm.
they look for girls
Hey,
that come from
was this the off of that one dude that off of that? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But
I
it
know
remember
you good.
that documentary we watched on the predatory, the dude where they was trying to rehabilitate the pedophiles.
Oh no, it wasn't. But I know what you're talking about. The one from the 80s when they was
Yeah, because he said the same thing. Those are the type of, but he was just saying children in general.
and children in general, yes.
Yeah.
They look and these is grown men. The grown men said they were pedophiles and they said what they looked for were parents that were not involved, that
Mm-hmm.
didn't pay attention. They said come from broken homes, lack of familial support. Uh this guy in relation to what boys look for from in girls, bullied girls. They look at girls that get bullied that are shunned or outcast in friend groups and
Mm-hmm.
ones that are especially bullied for being fast. They look at girls that are isolated.
But I look at
Uh,
it like this. I hate that word fast because
yeah, I
only
do
reason
too.
why a girl would be considered fast is if somebody has introduced it to her.
Right, and that's what he said.
So
They look for girls that are bullied or that are deemed fast. That's what he
yeah,
said. And
I
he
hate
said,
that
girls.
word. That's like the worst. Like some people hate the word moist.
Yeah, I never understood that moist. I can handle
I
it.
don't understand. I've never understood how can a child be fast? Or the
Yeah,
only way somebody can be considered that is if the adults are sexualizing her. Why are you looking
yeah,
at her like that?
yes.
As
You're
an adult.
putting her in that category.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I can't help the way my body. the way a girl the way somebody's body develops. But just
Mhm.
because I might be 10 or 11 and I have hips and breasts and um I'm shapely, that doesn't mean fast. That just means it's too much fucking hormones in the chicken, and my
Mhm.
mama probably let me eat McDonald's.
Right. And that goes into them being blamed, women, young girls that are shapely and have nice bodies being blamed for everything that happens to them because they are developed physically.
Yeah, that's like those like the cheerleaders that do the stomp and shake,
Mhm.
and then they be like, "Why they letting them do that? That's this and this and that." And I get some of the uniform might be a bit much, but
Mhm.
if you're looking at this as okay, this is a sport, because my girls used to cheer and it really is a sport. Like you really do
Mhm.
that, you really gotta be in shape to be a
Yeah,
damn
they wear drawers and swimming.
and volleyball. The fuck. But my
Yeah,
thing
they
is,
wear drawers and swimming.
who make, and I get it, you needed to be fit to move, but it didn't, you because when we played volleyball in high school, we didn't get those spandex shorts till what, 11th grade.
Yeah, they didn't. When I
Did you
played my
play in the
freshman year, we
spandex?
had long shorts down to our
Yeah,
knees,
basketball
basketball
shorts.
too.
Exactly. So who made these uniforms? When I played volleyball in college, I hated those shorts.
Yeah, I did not want to wear the shorts when we went to the tight shorts. I was so embarrassed because for one, I was a black girl with big old thighs,
Yeah.
and mind you, I'm used to wearing everything was baggy when we was growing up. Yeah, all our uniforms
Discover. So now you
were
got to worry about your own physical, because you just now stepping into a womanly shape when you get
hmm
to high school. Some people experience it in middle school, but your body is changing. So this is something that I think should be private to adjust to. But I get now that it's no going back. But at
yeah.
the same time, it's only sexualized. Don't Why are y'all sexualizing little girls that's just competing in a sport? Like they
hmm
don't have no control over what the uniform look like.
hmm
But I hate to see people talking about why y'all let them do that. Why are y'all? And I get it because some people are predatory,
Right, and you do
but
want to
at the
protect them
same
at the
time,
same time. Majority of the people are fucking not.
right? This just kids doing what they do and enjoying the sport. Like if I like when I was little, I was on a dance team. Shit, that shit fun. I like dancing. It's fun. But at
hmm
the same time, when you look up and you got somebody sick ass uncle looking at you in a sexual manner, then that's weird.
Yeah, and I think it's a whole lot. And I'm gonna take back what I just said about it's less predator. It's a lot of predatory people out
It's
there.
a lot of predatory
It's a
people,
lot of weirdo. A lot of these,
and not just
and
men,
not just men. No, definitely not just men, and not just young men. It be
no,
older women.
old men.
It be old men, old uncles that
Woo,
just
she
be
sure is
weird.
safely.
Right.
Man, if you don't go somewhere and sit your ass down,
Exactly. Why are you flirting with a fucking 16-year-old and you 50
exactly.
years
And
old
they don't care.
and do not care? And then some people be
I just
condoning that shit because,
on a side quest. My bad.
oh no, you good, you good, you good. So he said bully girls, girls that were isolated, neglected girls. And he said for them, they paid attention to the girls who really didn't dress well. They didn't have nice shoes. Their hair was never done because to them that signaled that nobody in their home cared for them. So they said, like I said, at risk girls, girls searching for love or belonging, neglected girls that had feelings of loneliness, emptiness, or sadness, and some girls that wanted to be seen. And in that instance, you take the smallest amount of love.
Because that's all it's gonna require. Because you already not being paid attention to. That's like those guys on that documentary with the people that was
Mm-hmm.
trying to reform the it was like AA for pedophiles,
Pedophiles. Mm-hmm.
pedophilia or whatever it's called. People. I had a dude argue me up and down on this was years ago though, on social media about the wording for
Mhm.
pedophiles, and he was like, "No, it's I can't remember what he said the word was, but it was something else." He said when it's this a 16 and under or something, he said it's called this, and then when it's little kids, that's when you call it pedophile. I said if it's all sick.
Right. It's all
So you
predatory.
you let me know you cool with the one thing, but not the other one.
And really, children don't be developed till they damn 25.
Right. So I
Mentally.
still think it's predatory for men that's or women that's in they
20
late
years.
20-year age difference. Like, what do you really have in common? And I'm not
Right.
knocking it. If I mean I am, but if that's what you like and whatever, then that's what you do. But at the same time, shit, that's
It's
predatory.
a, it's kind of I think it's sometimes a form of control.
It is because, or either if it's the mind control or financial control.
Financial abuse.
Yep.
But shoot, these young girls nowadays, shit, they'll run these men over, baby. It take your
Mhm.
little money and be gone.
I just seen this post on Facebook that she said. Let me find it. I screenshot. It was so funny. It said, "Me and my boyfriend don't argue. I slap him and he shut the fuck up."
These little young girls they be playing nowadays, boy.
I said, God, I
Ooh,
just feel like if I got to do all that, I just don't. I just,
I am not. I'm
I
good.
don't
I am
want
not
to do
going to be
it.
arguing with
I'm
you.
finna be arguing. I'm not finna be doing that. We can
I
have
don't fight.
a I
What's
don't
that? I don't
argue. I
fight.
just
I
hit
don't
that bitch
argue.
with a bottle. I'm just
I
like,
hit that bitch with a bottle. Why was we in the club? Really, like, that was
why
a
was we in
vibe.
the club? No, that is not. That wasn't safe to be listening to that. You 6 shots in on some gin. Like what? Somebody might get hit with a bottle.
I was thinking about it. We was the club generation.
We
So
was. I went to the club
I've
every
come to
week.
the conclusion they groomed us to be club babies. They groomed the girls to like thug niggas because
Yeah,
all the
but
books
it was
that
the
we
music.
read, yes, the music, the books that we read, and then the boys our
Hold on,
age,
the
they grew.
books. I think the best, like the coldest winter ever, Fly Girl, uh, all them books by like Wahida Clark and
Mhm.
Eric, not Eric Jerome Dickey. He had some good books.
Sister
But all those
Soldier.
books that talked about girls dating like dope dealers and shit like that, it took me years to get my head out of it.
Yeah, because we was young reading that shit. Like
I
I
was
think that stuff was
14 when I
going
read
on.
Fly Girl.
You what?
I said
What
I
you
was
say?
14. I was 14 when I read Fly Girl.
Exactly. So that was kind of, and I think too, it was some truth in those. I think, but it was more for women, girls who lived up north.
Yeah,
Down south, we really didn't have no drug dealers like that.
not like that. Well, I don't
But
know. Not in
but
here, but maybe in other Souths.
maybe in other places. But they also groomed the boys our age to be thug niggas, trap niggas.
Yeah.
Everybody our age that's a guy done sold dope. The 9 times out of 10, they either got arrested, went to jail. Majority of the guys our age have been to jail for drugs. They need to do a pipeline from Jeezy, T.I., and Gucci Mane and Rick Ross to prison story. Because all of them people that everybody our age was listening to are now fucking filthy rich. Filthy stinking rich. Got rich rapping about trapping and drugs. But a whole half a generation of boys went to jail from listening to that. It needs to be studied.
It don't got to be studied. It's facts.
It is. So
It's
it
a
makes me
theory.
wonder, huh?
It's a theory.
Uh, shit. The cats in array is what's her name? Is Flurbaroon say
Man,
the cats in array really did a number. Like each generation had something. Our generation really wasn't crackheads. Our parents were, but
mhm.
everybody in our generation, the girls like thugs. We settled
Yep.
for thugs. And all the niggas that went to school turned to thugs. All the quirky black boys turned to thugs.
They did.
because they were quirky when we was in elementary school and middle school, quirky as hell. But by the time they get to high
Then
school,
when did like what was some of the shows? I can't think. Like Baby Boy. When that
yeah.
was we in high school?
No, I think yeah. Well, I think we was a senior in high school. I was finna be a
I
senior. I
think
think that came out.
was it in 11th grade?
I think it came out in 2021. I
Yeah,
mean, not 2021, 2001.
yeah.
But then let's even take it back even further. Yeah, Baby Boy came out in 2001. Let's go back even further though. You got to think about all in the early 90s, all them thug movies, people getting killed, Boys in the Hood. I
Hmm.
know we've had this conversation before, but Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, like they ingrained in us from time we was little up until now. We was club babies, thug babies, drug babies.
I agree. That's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't grow up. My parents was old people. My parents are boomers, so they was church people, but I still was
I think
adjacent to them.
everybody went through their own little phase because yeah. Everybody I grew up with, that's what we did.
Yeah, we did, and we club, baby. We had a good time.
But I think it's like if you are between the ages of I'm gonna say 35 to 45.
Hmm.
That's that generate like you fall into this the category that we're speaking of. But
Yeah,
I see a lot of people now go and make changes in their life, and
hmm,
it's like you try to forget that aspect of your life
but that
when
was an aspect.
but how can you forget that if they're really if a lot of it made you who you are. I'm not saying that you still should conduct yourself that way, but when you deal with somebody that's younger than you, I think a lot of times people forget
People forget. Yeah, that's every
that
generation.
20 years ago, bro, you was at the corner store
You was at the corner store 20 years ago, but you also still in your adulthood is getting sloppy drunk and
and doing the same shit at
and
the
doing the same
club.
thing. You just
Yeah.
got money. You just have money now, and you don't have to be
And you
trying
can
to drink.
throw it. But it's
Right?
still
You ain't.
no better. That's like I be looking. I just look at some of the scenes and the parties and the this, and I'm not knocking it. If that's what you like
Mhm.
to do it. But at the same time, really, what has changed other than the fact that you're in your bag
Yeah, you got money, and so now you can instead of drinking four locos, you can
instead
get
of
some
drinking blue top Tonka vodka, you can drink. Hey,
Don
that shit ain't nothing.
Julio.
When I played not basketball when I played it in college, man, after our volleyball games, we used to get us some blue top. I don't know
What
how
the fuck
we
is that?
Burnett's vodka.
Oh Lord, now Burnett's headache in a bottle. Woo,
I
girl, I can't drink
don't
nothing
know
in
how
no
we
place.
ain't. I don't know how
Ooh,
we didn't die though.
that shit is like rubber alcohol. Anything in a plastic bottle is gonna sting me.
But it didn't matter though because we was in college.
Girl, that shit used to give me headaches. So good
I
headaches.
couldn't drink. I would only drink a little bit. I couldn't
Ooh,
do. I
girl,
go
that
get
shit used
me
to almost
some.
make me
I
throw
think
up.
that's to throw up. You drink that and you be drunk. That's the one drink that you could drink, and I would stick my finger down my throat before I keep spinning.
Yes, they had Burnett's and then they had Pinnacles. You remember Pinnacle?
Yeah, Pinnacle wasn't as bad as Burnett's though.
I don't know. It was kind of close.
Yeah.
Ooh. Uh-uh. Can't do neither one of them.
So how we get to this? Anyway, go back on topic.
Okay, yeah, okay. Back on topic. So other girls that guys prey on are green girls, girls that are raised in strict households that are not allowed to be pretty girls nor date.
Yes, if you're not allowed to experience anything or be told that your shape is cute, or wear your hair
Mhm.
down, or get it straightened, or whatever. Then when you finally do get out, that's gonna be the one that's
You gonna be wild as a motherfucker.
yeah. That's the ones when they go to college they be super super wild because they were never allowed to experience anything.
Mm-hmm.
Or
And
even
then
if they don't go to college, they just be real real sneaky and doing.
yeah, because your parents told you couldn't do nothing.
Hmm.
If there's a will, there's a way, baby.
Yeah, and I finna go out there and play.
Yeah. And
That's
so
right.
some things that some other things,
I
we
like
already talked
when
about.
you put the being blamed for everything that happens to them because they are developed physically.
Yes.
So that'll be like you get raped. Well, can we say that? Raped, whatever.
Great. Yeah.
Uh, I still think that's dumb that you can't even say that. But
I
anyway,
do too.
you get that happens to you, and
So
then
you get essayed.
instead of the victim being consoled, the first question come out of somebody's mouth, well, what did you have on?
Right.
It shouldn't even matter if that I don't, and I'm not saying that I certain outfits
Aren't revealing.
are, like you shouldn't wear club clothes to the mall and don't think that you're not gonna draw the wrong attention. I understand that. But I also should be able to wear what I want to wear, and men should know how to control themselves.
Right. Just like men be walking around with no shirts on.
Right. So why can't I,
I can't walk around with my titties out. And then people be so weird about people breastfeeding in public. Like really, that's what titties is for.
it's for food, not men.
Titties are for food. People be like, just so like take it
We
back, ma'am.
breastfeeding. I squirt you with this milk. Hold your head up. You're like a water gush. Joe looking at that shit crazy to me. I don't understand it. Like what's for babies has been sexualized to the point to where people are uncomfortable with it. But y'all
Mm-hmm.
don't say nothing to the dog when the dog be breastfeeding. What's the
Nope.
difference?
Or when, like I said, when a man walking around in public with his shirt off,
Shit, I'ma look.
okay, I'm a
With
look. I'm a look. I swear I look.
and Bernie Mac voice.
Okay, so the next one is hypersexual. So a lot of girls are hypersexual, and that comes with people pleasing to feel love,
Uh-huh.
confusing sex with love.
Yeah, we talk about that.
We talked about that. And then another one is for girls. Is teaching girls that boys that pick on you or tease you because they like you,
No,
so they
that's
accept the
abusive.
yes, they accept the abuse and the ill treatment as affection. What did I put? Desperate young ladies. I don't know if I meant to put that, but
Well,
yes. It says teaching girls that boys that pick or tease on you because they like you, so they accept the abuse and the ill treatment as affection. Mm.
yeah, that's like somebody he hit me. Oh, he just like you. No, he beat on bitches.
Right, and that's the
Exactly.
first sign of predatory behavior and not respecting boundaries.
Hmm. Cause I say hit him back. Shit. Like
Okay.
the girl said on that text. Me and my boyfriend don't argue. I slap him and he shut the fuck up. But that ain't no for real though. And I'm not all jokes aside. I don't condone nobody putting their hands on anybody.
Right,
Because
man or
girls
woman.
be beating on boys for real, and I be like, wait a minute. Cause if he haul off and hit you back, then you're gonna be trying to play a victim. So just
Right.
keep your hands to yourself, cause that ain't cool neither. But
Well, what Mike Epps say? If whoever get the phone first, the other one going to jail.
exactly. No, but for real. he is crazy. I wanna go
He
see
is
and
hilarious. Okay, so some causes of predatory behaviors in boys: pornography culture. It
mhm.
distorts the images of women to men. So men sitting up watching pornography think that women are supposed to look a certain way. It distorts what a real woman. And a lot of the women on pornography are very over sexual, what you would call slutty or whatever.
Yeah,
And men start to think, oh, I could just, and the way they treat women on pornography is another
it's
topic for another.
horrible.
It
Yeah.
is horrible. So you've been watching this your whole life. Women just get mistreated and smacked around and just getting hauled off and doing whatever. In your mind, that's what you want done, want to happen.
Hmm. But I do think you have to take into when it comes to that, there are certain fetishes that people have that fall into that some people might not deem that as predatory.
Right. Predatory.
Yeah, it might just be a pleasure that they have. So I
Right.
think,
Or a kink that they have. But yet it's
but
still,
where
if you're
does
young.
that come from though?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So you got young kids
well,
at watching pornography early.
yeah,
Early, early.
because who
Um,
introduced you to it?
exactly. And why? Okay, next you are very uh causes of predatory behavior in boys. They're very intentional with who they pick. To humble young girls.
And grown women too.
Yeah, to humble. Like
I
I'm
hate
a
that.
man.
Why would you take if you meet a woman and she's smart and outspoken and this and that's what you attracts you to her, but then you want to
You
humble.
want her to shrink. Mm-hmm.
Like let me be great. If that's what you liked about me was my intelligence and my ability to stand up and speak for myself, then you want to date me. Why would you want to change that about me?
Mm-hmm.
But people do it. And
They do it every day.
when I say me, I'm just speaking
Mm-hmm.
in general, but not
Yeah.
about myself.
Yeah.
But I have
Uh,
been in a situation where somebody try to humble you.
yeah. She thinks she better than
And
somebody.
I
You
am
ain't cute.
no.
You think you think you cute. You think you got this going on. I'ma humble your ass. Okay.
Why you want me? Why did anyway? Let's go. Keep going. Let's
Okay.
go to the top.
Signs cause of predatory behavior in boys: insecurity,
Yeah,
demeaning
but
and
I don't. When
manipulative.
you, I think you should change it from boys to just men in general.
Men in general, yeah, insecurity. So if you're insecure in yourself, you're not gonna be able to just feel like you'll be able to talk to a woman just regularly. You're gonna have to go hard, I guess.
Yeah, but
Uh,
it really ain't even that necessary because I think a lot of times if you have a woman that's most women will naturally allow you to be the leader to a certain extent.
mhm,
If that's what if but if you don't know how to do it, then that's where the predatory stuff comes into
mhm,
because you're insecure, you don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're not secure as a man, so you feel like once again, then that rolls back into humbling women.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or
So
dimming their light.
dimming their light so you can look better. So demeaning and manipulative behaviors. Also, causes of it are older men grooming young boys and encouraging predatory behavior, learned and seen behaviors from other men
Then
in
I
their
want
life.
to talk about how like you have a daughter, and then the older men teach the younger men to protect the women in a family, but
Mhm.
you dogging out the family down the street.
Ah,
But everybody grow up together.
ah,
I don't understand why if everybody that's and I think that plays a role in why our quote unquote community is messed up because
mhm,
people only protect you know what's right there instead of
mhm.
protecting everybody. Just look out for everybody.
For everybody, right?
Yeah,
I,
like
I
what
agree.
makes your sister more important than mine?
Hmm. I agree.
Everybody has value and can bring something to community. So
Mm-hmm.
why would you try to traumatize
We
this part of the community when she could bring certain aspects to it? Because in reality, if the women ain't straight, ain't nobody straight.
ain't nobody straight. That part. If the women ain't straight, the men ain't gonna be straight.
No, and then if then the children are not going to be straight, and then now you get like that man said on that one thing, you got the retarded. Ha-
How the community gonna help the kids when they retarded? When the community is retarded. Or what Tupac say, you gonna have a race of babies that hate the ladies that
That
make the
make the
babies.
babies. Yeah, and that's where we are, like for real. And
Mhm.
it stems from predatory behaviors.
Mhm.
For
Yep.
real.
And so and okay, that says rape and predator culture is ingrained into males. Once again, certain aspects, older men telling them this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then they're making it okay and being dismissive. And I think, and I talk shit about the Me Too movement, but I think the Me Too movement opened up a lot of conversations that people weren't having. That was more so for rich people. The Me Too movement was more so for women in Hollywood, opening up how Hollywood did things in the industry. But I think it also opened up a segue
An
for,
idea to see the predatory behaviors.
yes, that is
Yeah.
going on. So if it's going on up high, you know it's going on
Yeah,
in
because
lower
where
places.
they learning from? Everybody everybody out there didn't start out there.
Exactly. And you in the situation, like I said, is rape and predatory culture is ingrained into males. Like I've heard somebody tell their son she wanted just as bad as you do.
No, no, I don't.
Who tells their son that's
A lot
starting to
of people
date
do.
she wants it just as
Or
bad as you do?
the coercion to where you just keep asking, keep asking, keep asking, keep asking until she just feel like I don't have a choice but to say okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
still rape. I mean,
Yep.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's either well, if I don't give it to him, then he's gonna take it
Yep.
vibes.
And that one that
Even
goes
if you,
into this
even if,
dismissing the boundaries of women.
yeah. Because
So
I
men are
could be heavy making out and doing this, and I should be able to say
say
I'm
stop.
not ready. No,
Mm-hmm. A
and
lot of
or
guys
you
keep
should be able
going.
to say I'm not ready. No, but and then they just be like, well, we already this far. You might as well go and just like
Let
it's
me
so
stick your
many
head
movies
in.
and not movies, but like situations where it happens, and then and the
Hmm.
woman or the girl feels like, well, I put myself in
I
this
put self
situation,
in this. Yes.
or when things happen, and then they be like, well, I don't want to ruin his reputation, so they make it seem
Hmm.
like the girl did, which in some cases, shit can be questionable, but at the end of the day, if somebody we could be kissing most of the clothes are already off, and if I decide to, and I be like, no, then that should be respected.
And I think, like I said, the Me Too movement opened those doors. Because now when I go up to UTC, like me and my kids will go up there sometime, we go in the bathroom, in the girls' bathroom. They have like posters in there that's just reminding women, if you say no, no means no. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they got in the men's restroom. Hopefully they got the same thing telling men do not do XYZ if she says no. But I know for
I
in the
don't know
women's
what's in there. If somebody see it, take a picture, tag me in it.
yeah, in the women's restroom at UTC on UTC campus, it says you do not have to do anything that you don't want to, and it basically saying no means no.
Right.
And reminding women, but I don't know if they got. I ain't been in no men's restroom up there. Hopefully, they got the same message for the men. So
Probably not, but
they
that's why I
probably
say
do.
if you see it, tag me in it.
I'm gonna take a picture of it next time I go up there.
Anybody.
Exactly. Okay, so next, they are taught to dismiss the boundaries of others, while women are taught how to not be assaulted. Like what I just said.
Hmm.
So they teach men to just dismiss the boundaries, but the women are like taught, oh no, don't dress this way, don't do that, don't do this.
But I think a solution for all of that would be to teach men and boys to control themselves. Like,
Yeah.
ain't no reason why I should have to carry myself a certain way. But I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a time and a place for every outfit.
Hmm.
But at the same time, men should be able to do what should be able to control themselves.
They should. They should. Toxic friend groups trying to impress one another. Alcohol and drug use. Being
Yeah.
victims themselves of sexual abuse at an early age, which
Mm.
causes them to be hypersexual, being exposed early to those sexual behaviors. And that goes to a lot of these little young guys. And like I think we've discussed this before, but just to reiterate, a lot of women are predatory when it comes to men and boys once they become a certain age.
Yeah. I've talked to a lot of guys that told me their first sexual experience was with somebody 15, 20 years older than them.
They 16 years
And
old
it's
and they
nasty as hell. Because if I ever
right,
find that, I don't even care who the boy is, I'm finna beat your ass.
right. And the 30-year-old woman picking you up in her husband car.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's like that movie with Omar Epps. What was that movie? Tupac. Oh my gosh. Omar Epps movie. It was the first movie. Juice. Juice.
I ain't never seen it.
Girl, Juice came out like 92. But anyways, Omar Epps, you know how they was a group of five friends hanging out, whatever. Omar Epps, mind you, these is high school kids. Omar Epps was sneaking off and going to a lady's apartment, this older lady, and was messing around with her. She had a whole husband that they had got divorced from. She's a grown adult nurse, and he was in high school,
I don't understand
knocking her down.
the attractive.
Huh?
I don't understand the attractiveness. Like, what do you? How you ever
Girl,
talk
why?
to a nigga in high school?
Girl, why would they put that in a movie? This man is living.
Because it happens.
I mean, you right. Touche.
That's reality. Like I just said, I have talked to a lot of guys who that was their first sexual experience was with
She
somebody
had
else.
a whole career, a whole penthouse apartment,
That don't
nice
mean
shit,
shit. Somebody probably did it to her.
nice shit, and she was in there with a
That's like on
17
that
year old
movie
boy.
50 Shades of Grey. Dude,
And
kind of
it,
find out he was predator. Uh, I can't talk. His the first person that was his dom, the dude, the main character dude was
mm-hmm.
the older lady that groomed him to
Oh
be
Lord.
submissive. So that led him to being the dominant person and him having multiple submissives. But he finally got with the lady that he liked, and she wouldn't allow him to do it. She wanted to have like a regular relationship with him
Mm-hmm.
instead of it being like a dominant sub, and he
Mm-hmm.
ended up being like submissive to her. But
Hmm.
and then he took her to meet the woman that
Hmm.
groomed him, and she
Ugh.
had it. I mean, you have to it's a good movie when
I
you watch.
ain't never watched it.
The book was better though. It's got three series. Like it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting to see the how it plays out with grooming, and once you go and look, and you can kind of see how dark it is. But
Mm-hmm.
into it, I'm not knocking it, like, but how he started into it was because he was adopted by somebody, so he had those same aspects that you talked about with the girls. His mama
Mm-hmm.
was on drugs, and but he got
Oh.
adopted by, yeah, he got adopted by a rich, so all of the people that was his submissive looked like his mother.
Oh.
So he had like mommy issues.
Mommy issue.
It was deep. The psychological part of the movie was interesting. That's what made it interesting to me, was those
Mm-hmm.
aspects. plus, never mind. But that's what made it interesting. So but you go down rabbit holes sometimes.
I might have to watch. I ain't never watched it.
It's good. All three of them. It's a good storyline, but it's just I
Yeah,
like I read the book. I used to read
yeah.
Smut.
Ooh,
But yeah, we get you get is it everything
I got solutions, but I think we kind of covered the solution as we was going.
as we was
But
talking? Yeah.
as we was talking, yeah. So it basically, in short, raise your daughters and son to have self esteem. Raise your son to be disciplined and
Sexual.
have self worth. Discipline in all aspects. I'm realizing boys need discipline. They
Mm-hmm.
need structure. Structure creates discipline for boys. Girls need
Mm-hmm.
structure too, but boys have to have some type
Think
of,
girls need self esteem.
yes, girls need self esteem and positive praise and self image. Boys need structure, which can lead to discipline. Talk to your children in depth about these situations, open conversations. Like we said before, don't just tell your daughter, don't talk to him because I know what I was thinking when I was his age. No, tell them what you were thinking. Have
Right.
these conversations with your daughters, just as you have these conversations with your boys. Talk to your daughters.
Right.
Be be aware of your children's friends groups. Listen to your
Mhm.
children slash daughters when they do speak up about what may have happened to them sexually. Take them seriously. Don't just dismiss what they're saying because this stuff happens
They
on the
do.
regular. Uh, Pour into your children, girls and boys. And another thing that you always say this: stop saying it. That's just what boys do.
Cause that shit ain't cool. Cause then you gotta mess around and run across that little girl that just said she damn you or she just slapped that nigga.
She gonna take it up out of y'all,
So
and that is it. People,
okay.
people.
I'm gonna read this thing. I didn't change it yet. I'm still working on it.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
So we are root of your root, soil of your soil, bone of your bone, and blood of your blood. We boldly and graciously thank our ancestors for their guidance with our connection to source, to gaining peace in our mind, from protection from monitoring spirits, and the ability to send negativity back to the sender. The wisdom to communicate truthfully from an open heart space and allowing forgiveness to continue the open heart space. The clarity to see success and accept joy into our lives while sitting in a safe place. The ability to create necessities for health and good energy. We overstand, understand, and understand the strength and power that's being bestowed upon us. We accept the responsibility of the gifts passed down to us. We walk in your strength and power today and every day. Ashe.
Ah,
And amen.
and amen. Thank you. Thank you, Father.
Bye, girl.
Bye.